and welcome back to Hi Now Daily. We're highlighting bright spots in public education as we celebrate Teach For America's 20th anniversary milestone. Joining us today is Candice Frontiera from the Hawaii State Department of Education. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's just go down memory lane for a second and talk about your journey into education.
Sure. I came out here in 2007 as a recent college graduate and thought that I was just going to be here for 2 years to serve where there was a teaching shortage. I've now been with the department for almost 20 years.
Wow.
It was really the students that captured my heart, made me realize it's so much more than just teaching content, but you really become in a relationship with students and just imagine they're flourishing and becoming what they want to be as they grow up. So I've seen students who have gone into nursing here locally, who have become teachers, like my former student Gemma, who's now teaching back in Kalihi, where she grew up. And I had a former student, James, who took an unusual path, started college, and then took some time off, went into the military, and realized he wanted to go back to school, and ended up at Harvard University. So
okay.
Yeah, getting to think about my own students being globally competitive with the brightest minds across the world. I'm really proud of them, and I am so honored to be a part of that journey.
Oh my goodness. Well, it sounds like there's a lot of full circle moments that have happened to you throughout your teaching career, and we're actually having a full circle moment right here as you're sitting on this couch, because you were here just 10 years ago celebrating 10 years for Teach For America. So I have to ask you, in the last decade, what have you kind of noticed as far as like shifts and changes in our education system?
Well, one thing I've been really excited about is that the department has really brought forth the core values for what they want students and adults in our system to be accomplishing, and that being the Naha Pena Oha framework, so being more place-based in the thinking about how can learning take place outside of these four walls of a classroom, but how do we get out into the community, help tap into the cultural wisdom that's here. And I think for me as a worker, but also as a parent who's had kids now, and I've seen every level of the Department of Ed, from state level to complex area level to classroom level, but now this fourth dimension as a parent, being excited about the vision of the graduate here and thinking about, this is a place I want my own children to be raised and to be connected to the land and the values here. So I think that's been an amazing shift in the department to really look outward and partner more with our community organizations.
Oh my gosh, I completely agree. There is just something special about Hawaii, and bringing that into the classroom makes it even more special. So, speaking about community, what are ways the community can really get involved and support education?
Yeah, I've personally benefited from companies that have donated computers to my classroom, like First Insurance of Hawaii, from local organizations like Harold K. Castle Foundation, the Chamberlain Family Foundation, those who are willing to support financially, but also we have community organizations that host students for field trips, for internships, and those who lend their expertise to give feedback for CTE students who are wanting to hear from industry experts. So there's so many ways that organizations and professionals can think about what their gifts are and the way that they can partner with us in education and help students thrive.
That's really wonderful that they've just developed multiple ways that people can give back to students. And I do want to ask you, as Teach For America is just growing here in Hawaii, do you need to be a teacher or have a background in education to be a member for Teach For America?
You do not. So you have to have a college education to become a teacher, but you can learn as you go. So you can fill in where we have shortages and then get your degree at the same time. And as long as you're a problem solver, as long as you like to serve, like to work with students and have a good attitude, I think Teach For America is a learning organization, just as the Hawaii Department of Education is. So we're always learning and growing ourselves as the adults who work with kids.
Awesome. And so if people want to get more information, is the best recommendation to go to the website?
Absolutely, and applications are open now, so if you want to be a teacher, we'd love to have you.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing your experience and, of course, your service to the community, just continuing to educate our keiki. I really appreciate you for being here.
Thank you.
All right, and all of that will be up on our website on Hi Now Daily. We'll be right back after the break.